tracking him down on Star Station. So spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner, it is, sorry about that, we have berbATOV. He did take the first game, so he's the current reigning king of said hill. We'll have to see. Oh man, the overlay scoreboard is weird. Alright, I'll have to fix that. But anyway, it is Furious Gaming up one, so that one should be underneath berbATOV, not Elite AreS. But spawning up in the top right hand corner here on Star Station, of course it is cross spawns, because it's the ladder version of the map. It is Elite AreS as the red Protoss. So far, no real deviations on either side of the map, though, oh, never mind. The pylon, I was going to say that pylon is delayed here on the production tab, and it is because it is a proxy pylon. It's a good position to place it. If they're scouting and they know it's cross spawn, oh my goodness. He doesn't know that it's cross spawn though, so then he scouts right for the gateways, or maybe he knows that he's cheesy and he goes right over there to check. Wow. I wonder if he checked map history and saw that berbATOV has, wow, if he has, you know, fast gateways, you know, seeing 1111s. But it looks like AreS is going to be pretty well prepared for this double gateway. So it looks like berbATOV is probably just going to fall back into probe production, I would assume. It'd be interesting to see what he does, though. The annoying thing when you get caught rushing like this is that you actually can't do anything to cancel that gateway, because you need it to be up, or your texture's going to be so far behind you're going to lose anyway. Especially when that pylon isn't, you know, there isn't a pylon back in your home base when it got detected that early. So now AreS should be in a position he's going to be able to fend this off pretty easily. Gases haven't been picked up. Okay, there's the first gas going down here out of a berbATOV. So he's going to be the one tagging. It looks like AreS is going to go for the defense. He's going to 2-gate. He sees that there's only one gateway down though, so I'm kind of surprised that he's using chronos on this and hasn't picked up gas yet. So the first zealot is out on each side, and AreS is a little bit behind. 2 probes getting pulled. It's a little bit of a micro battle here. Oh, 1 probe getting picked off actually. A second one looks like it might be going down. Good focus here out of berbATOV. It's really making this one zealot work for him. He's gotten 3 kills on it. Wow. Okay, so really nice. Oh, zealot actually getting trapped there because it was rallied out to the right. And this pylon might die to a probe, which would be pretty remarkable. Cybernetics core and a second gateway going down back here at home for berbATOV. But his pylon is going to die. He did hide a zealot up here at the top. I don't think he's going to try and run in and deal damage with that one, but we'll have to see. Alright, so a new zealot pops out. It picks off that probe. It was such a noble probe. Look how much damage it did. It did like 315 damage. That's so much for a probe. And now the zealot's getting forced back. And these 2 zealots are going to move over right to the pylon. The one with full shield and HP is moved over. And the stalker does get out in time, but it is revealing that he does have, you know, tech back there behind it. And the stalker's not kiting. It's getting focused on by 2 zealots. Have to be really careful here, but it looks like there's an intense micro up in the mineral line. And the zealot getting 2 kills so far, so that's like, what, 6 probes killed? Almost? That's a lot of probes going down. These 2 zealots just working away on that. Looks like they did get the stalker, did get picked off. So now berbATOV running around. That trapped zealot really not working out so hot for him. This zealot's very, very grumpy that he's been trapped in. And now he can't just destroy 1 pylon to get out. He would have to destroy 2, which is a pretty brutal situation. Alright, so now this zealot's in the mineral line. It's gotten 3 kills. This had to be one from earlier that ran out, because it had damage underneath its shields. Oh, he's going to try and get away. It's up to 4 kills. That's a lot of zealots to defend, though. In the meantime, second gas was taken back here at home for berbATOV. So he really made that 1 gateway work for him, I must say. His zealot micro in the mineral line really got him pretty far ahead, it looks like. And he's going to start his Stargate. His warp gate tech is almost done. He's moving out a stalker on the map to see what he can find. A pylon is going down on the map. He is still scouting. He doesn't realize still that it's cross spawn. It's pretty interesting. And it's 16 probes to 22. He got so far ahead. How many workers did he actually end up killing off? Wow, 10 workers being picked off. And I think the only one that berbATOV lost was that initial probe that was dropping it, you know, drop the actual proxy pylon with the gateway. So if you okay, Stalker's out. It should be able to deny entry to this probe. It should be able to pick it off. You have to be really careful. Did the probe actually see the Stargate? Oh, just barely too far away to see that Stargate, which is chrono boosting out an Oracle right now. There is not really any air defense back here at home for AreS. Things are looking pretty rough for him if berbATOV heads over there with that Oracle right away. It's going to be pretty difficult. Robo is started though. Alright, so berbATOV trying to poke up, see what's going on. He saw that there's a sentry up there. He sees a mothership core with a decent amount of energy. It's going to have enough to photon overcharge. He's going to expand bind it and see how much damage he can do with this Oracle right now. And then he's going to go into Phoenixes. So he actually should be able to bust that ramp with Phoenixes pretty easily here coming up. He's going to be able to lift off sentries, pick off the mothership core, and just storm right up. While kiting Zealots shouldn't be that big of an issue, but we'll have to see. Does he go? Okay, he goes into an Observer. Just a good choice. He doesn't know exactly what's out on the field here for berbATOV, what tech he's going, that type of thing. So very wise to go into the Observer first. He's going to hallucinate a Phoenix and send it across. Now the sentry is essentially a giant bubble beam paperweight. Oracle getting in the line. So what he did right there was he threw the Stalker at the front, so this Oracle could get in the back and deal a lot of damage without having to worry about the two Stalkers. So Photon Overcharge goes out, the Oracle gets away, has the vast majority of its HP. It's going to scooch on out of there. And in the meantime, the hallucinated Phoenix scouting around is going to see this, the second base is up and troops are probes are transferring over. It's going to see real Phoenixes and think, oh my goodness, that's going to be a lot of liftoffs. He has to start preparing for that right now. Maybe drop a forge and get some cannons up. Maybe just produce a lot of Stalkers. Either way, okay, some Stalkers being warped in to prepare for those Phoenix. But the Phoenix are about to be the same. Yeah, there's the same number of Phoenix as there are Stalkers right now, which while they don't do a lot of damage, if they're separated out, they can definitely win in an engagement. So now these Phoenix are probably going to try and pick off the mothership core. Trying to what you want to do right off the bat with this. It's actually not going to move over and try and get the photon overcharge. So now the base is going to be vulnerable to the Phoenix as well. In the meantime, Oracle's scooting back in here. It's a little bit too late, and these two Stalkers are here. It's going to get 1, 2, 3. Gets 3 more probe kills before it gets picked off by those two Stalkers. And these 4 Phoenix could actually rush in and pick off the 2 Stalkers that are in the main base, if that's what he decides to do. Gotta be really careful with your Stalkers out on the field right now versus these Phoenix. 5th Phoenix coming along. 2 more Stalkers being warped in though, so it should be pretty safe up here in the mineral line, which is what he decides to go for. So they're going to get driven out. Now all 6 Stalkers grouping up together, not any way he could be able to take that in a fight, but he doesn't really care. He's up pretty dramatically here in the worker count. It's 40 to 24. So there's pretty much going to be an extremely hard position for berbATOV to lose from. The only thing he could do is be a little bit too passive, let AreS catch up, and somehow get ahead in tech, maybe if he greedily expands. But other than that, I'm gonna have to say that this game is pretty solidly in berbATOV's favor. So just see what AreS can do to try and play from behind here. Double forge going up again out of berbATOV. He likes those double forges, he likes them upgrades. Oh, one Phoenix almost going down, but not quite. And they did pick off what looked to be the remains of a Stalker. Did they pick off that sentry? Yeah, that sentry did. He did. Alright, so expansion is up. Dark Shrine, of course, one behind Dark Shrine, going down here for AreS. Trying to keep Elite from going down 2-0 thus far. And now it's 1-0, of course. I'm going to go ahead and remove that overlay because it is representing the actual score going on here. Alright, Phoenix sweeping in. They should be able to actually pick up one of those Stalkers and pick it off, but it looks like instead they're going to thin the Zealot count, which isn't the worst idea, but you don't want to just be losing Phoenix for a Zealot. So he just lost a Phoenix for, I think, 2 Zealots. That's not the worst exchange, but still that's, 150 minerals, 100 gas for 100 minerals. It's not exactly the best. Now Phoenixes do a ton of damage to them though. Picking off the little probe there running in. Picking off a few more. Looks like he's probably going to get the Mothership Core as he jumps out here over the plains space. Alright, so yeah, he's going to pick that off. Did he see? Yeah, he saw that Dark Shrine, didn't he? Yeah, he totally saw the Dark Shrine. He flew right over it. Observer is not out. Where are the observers? He has no observers, actually. These Dark Templars could actually deal damage. They did get warped in rather close. There was a nicely placed proxy pylon. So now they're going to get in. A Colossus is actually being boosted, so there is no detection right now. And he's probably going to have to cancel that Colossus and start an observer. Yep, there he goes. Did cancel it and start one. Don't think that Dark Templar are going to get as much damage done as he was hoping, though. Still, a decent amount done. Observer just finishing. Okay, now it's out on the field. The Dark Templar that thinks he can take on a planetary by himself. He's pretty ambitious, but if he's ignored long enough, he may be able to. Alright, that Observer getting tickled to death, of course, by beam cannons. Oh, it's a glorious day. The Dark Templar did get through the shields, but he is going to get picked off. He did manage to do all of the shields, though, and 25% of the actual Nexus's HP by himself, so, you know, good for him. Another Dark Templar being warped in, not a cancel actually on that cannon, so not really worth it. Oh, Force Field's getting expended to try and pick him off. Of course, at this point in the game in a PvP, not really that big of a deal to start blowing some Force Fields. Especially on a map kind of as open as this. Really, all you really want them for is Guardian Shield. Maybe a little bit of placement, if you're lucky. Make something out of it. Dark Templar still going to work back here in the main base, though. He's up to 12 kills. He's really equalizing this game pretty hard for AreS. So now let's take a look at the workers killed. Alright, a little bit closer. 24 to 18. AreS definitely coming back some. He's now ahead in worker count, which is good, but he is behind an army, as the supplies are pretty much tied. Another Dark Templar, I should say, over here. That pylon that was a warping location for so many Dark Templar, the home of many, is going to get picked off. It's very sad. Phoenix is chilling back here. It's a lot of stalkers. One Phoenix does get picked off. Mothership Core goes down again. So he's just, you know, repeatedly denying that Mothership Core with those. And the third base going up here for AreS. He has some nice Archons on the map. He is 1-0 though. And berbATOV, in his standard fashion, really focusing on those upgrades. And he's up to 2-1, almost 2-2. Colossus coming out here pretty soon. First one looks like it's about to hit the field. Of course, he did have to cancel it earlier in order to get out some observers. The Star Templar, he's being ambitious. Is he going to go straight for the Nexus? Oh, the cannon finishes right as he gets there. How sad. Alright, so he's going to chill over here. He's going to pick off any probe that dares to grace that mineral patch. Whoop, gotta be careful. Okay, good control there. And he gets melted by an observer, some Colossus, and Stalkers. And Zealots. It's quite the army that took out that one Dark Templar. Anytime. The only tech AreS really has right now is the Archons. His charge is almost done though. In the meantime, charge already finished for berbATOV. So it looks like he's going to be in a pretty solid position moving into this next attack. He is at 2-2. 3-3 is starting, but it's not going to be time for the attack if either side decides to press it. Phoenix is scouting around, still trying to see what they can do. Most of them have died, but not all of them. Pretty high saturation on his bases over here for AreS. That's pretty interesting. He went for a Templar Archives as well, but I don't think he's researched Storm. Alright, there's the High Templar. Let's see if I'm wrong here. Where the High Templar at? Yeah, no, okay, they don't have Storm. guess he just wants to, you know, save them for popping it into Archons instead of having to waste more minerals. He's gonna invest the gas in it. I mean, that's really his only tech, so it's not the worst gas choice because that's his only tech, but he should probably pick up something else as well. Either Void Rays or Immortals or Tempests to deal with the Colossus, something else on the field. Because as it is, he's about to get hit by... Alright, I'm really confused as to why he's not morphing these Archons, to be honest. Because that's just so many, and they're not doing anything. He doesn't have Storm. Alright, those ones getting merged in the back. You don't have Storm. What are you doing, High Templar? Are they just bait? Seems like really expensive bait. Oh, is the microphone pretty quiet? Okay, I'll turn it up. Turn up the microphone, you'll hear it in 2 minutes. So, alright, the big engage going down here. All the Zealots charging in for both sides. These 2 Colossus, 3 Colossus in the back just dealing so much damage though. And the upgrades really showing AreS is on the retreat. He's not going to be able to hold this attack. And it looks like berbATOV is probably going to be taking this game. It's just a matter of time until AreS decides that he's not going to be able to take out this army. He's going to try and sandwich the army. He's going to try and get in on the Colossus in the back, which is pretty much his best hope. But the Nexus does go down. None of these Colossus actually died during that. And now a flank over there from the Zealots charging in on the Stalkers. All that is going to be going down. Zealots just kind of attacking the line of probes that were over at the 4th. And this game does go to berbATOV, taking 2 games so far for, you know, Furious Gaming. So we'll have to see if he's going to move it up to 3. Who are they going to send out? They tried a Terran. They tried a Protoss. Is this Zerg's turn? We'll have to see in game number 3.